Let us continue with the topic diffraction. Now, AB is a slit and here we are seeing its magnified view. We are using a lens which converges the beam. When all the rays traveling in the same direction, they passes through the same path, reaches at O in the same phase, and we are getting here at a maximum intensity. Now when they are reaching at the point P1 and say P1 is the point of minimum intensity, for this we divide, to explain how the P1 is the point of a minimum intensity, we divide the slit into the two parts. And say the part difference between the slit is lambda, so the rays coming out from the point A, that is the 0 and 6. When they are reaching at P1, the part difference between these two waves is lambda by 2. It means the crest of the one wave lies on the trough of the other, and P1 is the point of the minimum intensity. For every wave in this region, there is a wave or the wavelet for which on reaching at the point P1, the crest of the one lies on the trough of the other, and hence the net effect at the P1 is minimum intensity, or one is getting a dark fringe. Say the point P1 is a point of maximum intensity, or it is a point of first secondary maxima. It is a point of first secondary maxima if the path difference between the waves coming from the point A and the point B is 3 lambda by 2. To show that it is a point of first secondary maxima, we divide the slit into the three parts. The rays or the waves which are coming from this point and from the point this point. The path difference is lambda by 2 when they reach at the point P1 there. So the net effect is 0. For all the points in this region, there is a wave for which the path difference is lambda by 2, hence they cancel out the effect of one another. And we are getting a bright fringe due to this portion of the beam. P2 is a point of minimum intensity if the path difference is 2 lambda. And to explain that it is the point of the minimum intensity, we divide the whole slit into 4 parts. This part cancels out by this, third part is cancelled out by fourth, and point P2 is a point of minimum intensity. When we draw the diffraction pattern, we are getting this type. It is a central fringe width. It is a central fringe, and this distance is called width of the central maxima. It is a point of minimum intensity and it is the first secondary maxima. Now see that the intensity of the maxima decreases. It is a second secondary maxima and its intensity is also very less because it is only the fifth part of the slit. So how will you define the width of the central maxima? Width of the central maxima is a linear distance on either side of the minimum. Now let us see how to find out the width of the central maxima. To find the width of the central maxima, we take a magnified view of the slit and let the rays are reaching at the point P1. Point P1 is at a distance of y1 from the center of the central fringe. P1 is a point of first minimum. Now, D is a distance between the slit and the screen, and this D is a width of the slit. Now the tan theta 1 in this triangle theta 1 tan theta perpendicular upon base, or theta 1, as the theta is very small, so tan theta is replaced by theta. Now in this triangle, it is D, it is lambda, this angle is theta, D sin theta is equal to perpendicular, sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Here we are dropping the perpendicular, it is hypotenuse. So sin theta 1 is equal to lambda by d, as angle is very small, so theta 1 equals to lambda 1 by d. From equation 1 and 2, y1 upon d equals to lambda upon d, so y1 equals to d lambda by d. As the central maxima expands on both the sides, so the width of the central maxima is 2y1 or 2d lambda by d. Now that what is the difference between the interference and the diffraction? The main difference in interference, we are using a 2 slits, and in diffraction we are using a single slit. It is due to the superposition of the waves coming from the coherent sources. It is due to the superposition of the secondary wavelets coming from the same wavefront. Fringe width of all the bright and dark fringes is almost same. Here the fringes are of different width. All the maximas have almost same intensities. Maximas in case of diffraction are of different intensities. In case of interference, there is a good contrast between the maxima and minima. There is a poor contrast between the maxima and minima. This one is a interference pattern. See, the intensity is almost same. But there are some cases in which the intensity of all the bright fringes are not same in the interference patterns. We discuss it in the other higher classes. In terms of the path difference, the bright fringes obtained at lambda at 0 when the path difference is lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, so on. And the dark fringes are obtained when the path difference is lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, and so on. You can ask this in the terms of the phase difference also. It is a diagram for the diffraction in terms of the path difference. Thank you and have a nice